डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर ओपन युनिव्हर्सिटी.
Namaskar, myself Vishal Parmar. I have been serving as assistant professor in English subject in Simandri TSR Commerce College Patan since 2015. I am heartily thankful to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University, Ahmedabad for providing me an opportunity to deliver a lecture here. Today's the topic of our discussion is insurance correspondence, taken from unit number 11, SY BCom. The title of the paper is Commercial Communication 2. Now, objectives of the study. The present lecture aims to comprehend what is insurance correspondence and its meaning. The present session also aims to unfold the history of insurance correspondence. We will also have a discussion on the remarkable difference between the insurance correspondence and the business correspondence. We will also understand here the objective which are achieved by the insurance correspondence. We will also have an analysis of the characteristics of insurance correspondence and also analysis of the essential parts of insurance letter writing. Now, introduction. English is not an independent language. It is a mixture of multiple languages. Many words have been taken up from different languages all over the globe. Therefore, English is called heterogeneous language. Here, the word insurance originated from the Latin word securus, which means safe or secure. The simple meaning of the word is carefree, fearless, free from danger, safe and secure. It means that another word associated with insurance correspondence is correspondence. The roots of the word correspondence can be found in medieval Latin correspondentia, refers to agree with or to be in harmony with. The combined word is insurance correspondence, generally refers to an exchange of ideas or information between the insurer and the insured. Another word, prefix in, was added later on to generate another word, insurance or assurance, referring to a guarantee or promise. Thus, insurance correspondence basically refers to a kind of conversation taken place between the insurer and the insured. Generally, assurance and insurance are the words used synonymously or interchangeably, and both are considered same. So, as far as insurance correspondence is concerned, both the words are used synonymously and generally refers to a typical kind of conversation or correspondence taken place between the insurer, means insurance policy, company, or the insured, meaning policy holder. Insurance correspondence is a communication between two parties. One party is an insurance company and another is the insured person. To provide excellent services. In 21st modern age, in the world of competition, each and every company tries its level best to provide excellent services, and for their services, for that purpose, communication plays a vital role. An effective, efficient and fast communication or correspondence can provide excellent services to the policyholders or clients. Insurance correspondence is always carried out in the written form of communication, as written form of communication is long lasting, valid and authenticated in order to track past correspondences and for the future use. Insurance company generally uses simple, clear and concise language, keeping in mind the level of the reader. Now, the background of insurance correspondence. The practice of insurance has been around for thousands of years. It can be traced back to the ancient civilizations such as Babylonians, who developed a form of marine insurance to protect traders who used to transport goods over long distances. The growth and development of insurance and insurance correspondence cannot be measured up or summed up within time frame of a couple of centuries, because the growth and development can be visible in each and every century from ancient civilizations. Marine insurance can be seen as the first form of insurance industry. As we know, in ancient civilization, goods were transported from one region to another region, from one place to another place, and for goods, trading companies used to purchase insurance policies and contracts in order to save their goods. So here we can see that traditionally insurance policies and contracts would be purchased by trading companies from insurance companies in order to protect their goods. Let us take an example. Then one of the Indian companies transports goods to Sri Lanka, and on the way of transportation, suddenly a storm arrived and destroyed goods as well as many people's lives. In that case, certain compensation will be provided by the insurance companies to the trading companies. Thus, at ancient times, in ancient times, insurance policies and contracts would be purchased by trading companies in order to protect goods from the pirates, sea storms, tsunamis, and more. Similarly, in ancient Rome, another form of insurance can be seen in the form of final assistance provided to the families of the deceased members. The background of the insurance correspondence dates back to the early days of insurance industry. Insurance refers to a contract or agreement between two parties where one party agrees to compensate the other for a specified loss, damage, or inquiry in exchange of a premium. In short, the word insurance was first used in English in the mid 16th century, and it referred to a practice of insuring ships and their cargo against loss or damage. Over time, the concept of insurance expanded to cover a wide range of risks such as fire, theft, and illness. So we can say that the insurance industry was limited to specific products only in ancient time, but later on the risk associated with the lives evolved insurance industry and insurance correspondence. It is believed that in the 16th century the word insurance was used while dealing with the marine insurance and its communication. Now, history of insurance correspondence. The question of how exactly and in which form insurance and insurance correspondence was initiated has confused people a lot, and it needs to be cleared. Many people are still confused that how the insurance industry grew and how it crossed its limits, its horizons. The history of insurance correspondence can be found in ancient civilizations. The roots of insurance and insurance correspondence can be found in the 16th and 17th century, when companies would exchange information in the form of letters. So we can say that in the 16th and 17th century, only letter was the only medium of correspondence through which the insurer and the insured communicate. Because of the lack of technology, the communication between the insurer and the insured could be faster and more convenient and efficient. Instead, they had to depend on the written form of communication in the form of letter that could take days and weeks to arrive. In the 19th century, we can see that telegraph and telephone revolutionized the insurance industry. With the emergence and introduction of telegraph in the mid 19th century and telephone shortly after, insurance companies initiated communicating with the clients and agents more quickly and efficiently. We can see that telegraph and telephone also allowed a number of companies to reach potential customers with fast communication. In the 20th century, the arrival of computers and electronic communication revolutionized insurance industry and insurance correspondence. In the 1960s and 1970s, mainframe computers were widely available. A number of companies used it to automate several practices such as selling policies, receiving premiums, to resolve particular problem, and to settle processing claims. However, the computer technology needs to be in complete and mature form. In the 1980s and 1990s, the introduction and emergence of personal computers and LANs allowed a number of companies to communicate effectively and efficiently and much more faster. It also allowed a number of companies to develop special softwares and applications to manage policies online. So, with the help of computer technology, which allowed not only insurance companies but even clients to manage their policies online, sitting comfortably at their home without visiting any nearby branch of insurance company. In the 21st century, the insurance sector reached its peak. The introduction and emergence of digitalization, which allowed many companies, customers, and TPA to communicate more effectively and reliably. Thus, we can see that in the 21st century, modern age, we can see that three parties involved in order to facilitate correspondence or insurance correspondence, that is third party administration. In order to create a positive, reliable and trustful atmosphere among insurance clients, third party administration was involved. Nowadays, smartphones, text messages, emails, upgraded softwares, and last but not the least, affordable payment portals developed by several companies allowed millions of customers to manage and communicate effectively. The customers can keep themselves in touch with companies. So, smartphones allowed millions of clients to manage their policies online, buying policies, paying premiums, processing the claims, and so more other practices were widely available by the insurance companies to the clients. Increase awareness and demand. Due to the growth of social media and digital marketing, we can see a remarkable growth in the awareness of the importance of insurance, which leads to a growth in the demand of various products or personalized products from the insurance companies. Nowadays, we know it very well that people are much more aware about various types of risk associated with their life, assets, properties, home, and so many. People initiated taking interest in each and every product of the insurance company, and they started to seek insurance policies to secure their belongings and their lives. Now, digitalization. As we know that insurance sector has already embraced digitalization. We can see text messages, emails, and chatbots are the best examples of digitalization. Chatbots is considered the most recent and popular form of insurance correspondence. AI chatbots are the recent form of communication. It uses AI underwriting to simulate conversation with human user. AI means artificial intelligence is used by chatbots to answer question, sort out any problem, and solve out any confusion, and even to sell policies online. Now, personalization. What is personalization? Personalization means to keep an eye on each and every person's needs and demands. Now, in the world of competition, each and every insurance companies try their level best to focus on each and every person's needs and preferences and offer personalized products. As a result, insurance companies offer personalized products to satisfy customers' needs and preferences. Say for an example, specific product covers specific illness, travel destination, home insurance, and many more. Now, telematics. What is telematics? Telematics is called a branch of information technology. It is the most popular form. Telematics is a special kind of softwares used to collect and analyze risk level of the new client or customer. Telematics generally collects and analyze the data such as where to drive, how to drive, and when to drive in order to assess the risk level of the new applicant. It also collects and analyzes the data such as hard braking, time, and speed of the car. So, telematics generally uses in order to assess the risk level of the new applicant, and insurance company offer products accordingly. Now, correspondence. Nowadays, we know it very well that text messages, emails, chatbots have already taken the place of conventional method of letters. Means letters, we know it very well, it is considered as the conventional form of insurance correspondence, which has been already avoided, and it is called the conventional and traditional form. It is not further used nowadays. Instead, text messages, emails, and chatbots and various applications developed by insurance companies replaced the form of letters. Overall, we can see a notable growth in insurance industry in the 21st century with a complete focus on digitalization, personalization, and customer centricity. In 21st century modern age, each and every company tries its level best to focus on digitalization, personalization, and customer centricity. Then difference between insurance and business correspondence. Insurance correspondence and business correspondence are separate branches of written communication used in different contexts. Insurance correspondence, they have no any relation at all. Insurance sector and business field both are different branches. However, they are both the types of communication are done in written communication, but they are used in different contexts. Insurance correspondence generally refers to exchange of information between the insurer, that is the insurance company, and the insured, means policyholder. Insurance correspondence may take place in the form of letters, emails, or text messages, or written communication related to policy inquiries, claims, payments, and other insurance related issues or matters. So, insurance correspondence basically is carried out for policy inquiries, processing the claims, receiving payments, and solving out certain issues or problems between the insurer and the insured. On the other hand, business correspondence is any written communication between two or more businesses or individuals related to business matters or deals. This includes letters, emails, memos, reports, and other written communication related to business proposals, agreements, negotiations, and other business related matters. So, we can say that business communication is generally carried out between two business parties or among multiple business parties. The purpose of business communication is to agree on proposal, make negotiations, and finalize deals among multiple parties. Business correspondence can be done in the form of letters, emails, memos, reports, and other written communication channels. Both the types of communication are in written form. However, they differ in their content, purpose, and audience. We know it very well that insurance correspondence and business correspondence are done in written form, as written form is more valid, long lasting, and authenticated form, and it is also used in order to track past correspondence and for the future use. However, they are different from the point of view of content, purpose, and audience. Insurance correspondence focuses on insurance policies and claims, whereas business correspondence can cover many business related topics and may involve multiple parties. Insurance correspondence is carried out for many purposes relating to the insurance policies. For example, selling policies, receiving premiums, processing the claims, and sorting out an issue. Whereas business correspondence is carried out in order to finalize deal or deals among multiple parties. Thus, primary goal of insurance correspondence is to communicate effectively with their customers and provide insights into insurance related issues or benefits. In contrast, business correspondence aims to have a final deal or to sort out a raised issue with business corporation. Overall, insurance correspondence aims to establish a positive and trusting relationship between the insured and the insurance company, which can lead to greater customer satisfaction and loyalty. Let us take an example. Suppose one of our relatives is admitted to the nearby hospital for treating specific illness. We generally inform and intimate about the same to the insurance company. After discharging the patient, the company will assure us that the transparent process of claim or processing the claim will be done, keeping us updated on each and every step of the entire process. Whereas business correspondence aims to establish and maintain positive and productive relationship between the individual and organization, effective communication through business correspondence can lead to greater understanding and increase efficiency and improve business outcomes. Let us take another example, that we have a stationery shop, and recently some goods from the manufacturing company, after 7 days or 10 days we receive goods from the manufacturing company. However, the goods are found defective. So we will draft an email regarding the complaint for the same. The manufacturing company will assure us that the certain issue will be resolved as early as possible and settlement will be done between two business parties. So in this way, insurance correspondence assures the clients the entire process of claim will be done, keeping updated each and every client with the involvement of the third party administration. Similarly, in business, in order to create understanding, efficiency and outcomes, good outcomes, business parties communicate efficiently and faster. Now, various objectives of insurance correspondence. Insurance correspondence can refer to various types of written communication between insurance companies, policyholders and other parties such as third party administrator involved in insurance transactions. As we know, in 21st century modern age, in order to facilitate insurance correspondence and to create a positive, long-lasting, trustful and transparent atmosphere between the insurer and the insured, third party administrator is involved. However, we have some common types of insurance correspondence, keeping in mind the objectives. First one is renewal notices. Renewal notices are the most common form of insurance correspondence sent to the policyholders to remind them that their current policy will expire soon and they should renew their coverage. So this is the most frequent form of correspondence done by the insurance company. These renewal notices are sent by the insurer to the insured in order to bring awareness about expiring their policies, and the clients should renew their insurance policies as early as possible. Say for an example, car insurance and health insurance that need to get renewed every year. So before a week or a couple of days, the clients generally receive text messages, emails, or messages through the applications that you need to renew your insurance policy. Claim denial letters. Claim denial letters are the formal letters which are being sent by the insurer to the insured in order to inform that their claims have been denied due to specific reasons. This type of letters or messages sent by the insurer in order to bring about awareness that their claim has been denied due to certain reasons. Say for an example, failure to meet deadlines, failure in paying premiums, or failure in identification, or maybe different names in the cancelled checks. These are the reasons behind claim denials. These kind of messages are sent via emails or text messages in order to inform policyholders. Now, premium notices. Premium notices are a type of insurance correspondence that is typically sent to policyholders to inform them of upcoming premium payments which are due. So, premium notices contain relevant information such as due dates, due amount, and certain payment options or payment instruction needed to be followed by policyholders. So, premium notices are sent a week or a few days before the policy expires. Explanation of benefits. It is also known as EOBs. An explanation of benefits is a document that an insurance company sends to a patient or healthcare provider to explain the details of a claim for a particular treatment of the illness. An explanation of benefits is sent to the insured as well as healthcare provider. EOBs is generally a summary such as which kind of services provided by healthcare provider, the amount charged by the healthcare provider, the amount insured under certain policy, the amount that the patient is responsible for paying that. This kind of information is included in explanation of benefits. Further details are included in the explanation of benefits such as the name of the policyholder, policy number, contact details, corresponding address, the date on which the service received, number of services provided by the healthcare provider, amount charged by the healthcare provider, the amount covered under certain insurance policy, and the amount that the patient is responsible for paying that, as well as deductibles and co-payments are included in explanation of benefits. So, in order to make procedure transparent, explanation of benefits are sent to the healthcare provider as well as the insured. Cancellation notices. Cancellation notices are insurer's correspondence that informs the policyholder that their insurance policy will be cancelled or terminated. So basically these notices are sent by insurance companies to the insured in order to bring about awareness about that their policy is cancelled or terminated due to certain reason or reasons, and the reason may be varied, such as failure in paying premiums, surrender due to economic problems, criminal record of the insured, or misunderstanding between the insurer and the insured, lack of coverage related to the certain insurance policy. In insurance sector, underwriting plays a very significant and vital role. Underwriter generally assesses the risk level of the new applicants. Therefore, in insurance sector, underwriters are called risk managers. What is the task of underwriter? Underwriter generally collects and analyzes the data such as new applicants' profession, salary, age, health, hobbies, family size, and after collecting and analyzing such data, underwriter offers products keeping in mind the risk level of the new applicants. So here underwriting decisions generally focus on each and every individual's needs and preferences, and insurance products and plans are offered according to the risk level of the new applicants. Now, correspondence with agents or brokers. This kind of correspondence is carried out between the insurance companies and the agents to communicate their insurance needs, seek information, clarify policy details, and resolve any issues that may arise. So generally, insurance company and agents communicate with each other in order to keep agents updated regarding the new rates, terms and conditions of the certain policies, risk cover associated with the insurance policies, any hidden charges of the insurance policies, and many more. So in order to bring awareness about the new policies, about the new updates, insurance correspondence is carried out between the insurance companies and agents or brokers. Now, characteristics of insurance correspondence. Insurance correspondence typically involves written communication between an insurance company and its policyholders. As we discussed earlier, that insurance correspondence is carried out between two parties. One is called the insurer, also known as insurance company or agent, and the insured, that is policyholder or client. Here are some common characteristics of insurance correspondence. So as per the guidelines suggested by IRDAI, each and every company should follow certain characteristics that we are going to discuss now. First one is formal language. Insurance correspondence is typically written and should be written in a formal and professional tone using standard grammar, vocabulary, keeping in mind the level of the reader. So, formal language in insurance correspondence helps to bring about professionalism, accuracy, and reliability in insurance correspondence. Salutations and closing, clear and concise message, grammar, spelling, and punctuation, and generally we should avoid excessive use of emotional language. So, formal language is essential in any kind of insurance correspondence. Clear and concise communication. As we know, in 21st century modern age, each and every person tries his or her level best to save time and energy. At this point, a concise message is essential. It always saves the time and energy of both the writer and the reader. The message conveyed in insurance correspondence should be clear, concise, and easy to understand. The communication should be connected with the relevant subject matter mentioned in it. So, clear and concise message always attracts the attention of the reader. We should avoid technical words or complex sentences that confuse policyholders. Instead, we should explain technical words, accuracy, and attention to detail. To err is human, to forgive is divine. The proverb cannot be applied here as far as insurance and insurance correspondence is concerned. Insurance and insurance correspondence are legally binding agreements between the insurer and the insured, and even a single mistake, a minor mistake, can lead to misunderstanding, disputes, and legal procedures. Therefore, insurance professional must carefully review the written communication to ensure that all the necessary information is included. So, it is the duty and responsibility of the insurance companies or agents to review each and every detail in order to bring accuracy and attention. Now, compliance with regulatory requirements. Insurance companies must comply with various legal and regulatory requirements while communicating with their policyholders or other stakeholders. This includes, for example, providing clear information about policy terms and conditions and data privacy policies. The first one is provide accurate information. Insurance companies must ensure that all information provided to the customer is accurate and up to date. This includes policy details, coverage, limits, and any other relevant information. Say for an example, while explaining insurance policies or plans, the agents generally use such words that we will nearly receive 10 lakhs at the time of maturity. We have to pay almost 3,000 per month as a part of premium for the certain policy. So such kind of words, almost, nearly, lump sum, perhaps, should be avoided in order to bring accurate information to the policyholders. Terms and conditions, the coverage to the specific policy, and the hidden charges should be disclosed at the time of explaining insurance plans and products to the customers. Maintain confidentiality. Now, what is confidentiality? Confidentiality means privacy. As we know that it is the duty and responsibility of the insurance companies to keep a good record of each and every minute detail of the insurance policy holders. Insurance companies should keep a good record of the information of the policy holders, and the details should not be disclosed to the third party without permission, and therefore personal information should be kept secured and only shared with the authorized individuals. So, in order to maintain confidentiality, insurance companies should keep a good record of the information of the policyholders, and it should be kept in privacy. Now, disclose charges. As we know, sometimes while explaining insurance products and plans, agents knowingly tries their level best to hide several charges from the new clients, and it is not expected from the insurance policy, it is not expected from the insurance companies and insurance agents. Several charges include terms and conditions of the insurance policy, premiums to be paid at intervals, certain deductibles, as well as GST, goods and service tax applicable on the insurance policies, and any other hidden charges that is applied later on after purchasing insurance policies by the new customers. Then maintain accurate records. Keep records of all customer correspondences, including emails, letters, phone calls. This will help us to demonstrate compliance in the event of an audit or investigation. So, it is the duty and responsibility of the insurance company to maintain a good record of the policyholders or customers, such as the name of the policyholder, the number of the particular product or plan of the insurance, information such as policy holder's name, contact information, corresponding address, updated emails, and each and every minute detail which generally facilitates correspondence between the insurer and the insured. It will also help us to demonstrate compliance in the event of an audit or investigation. Now, empathy and sensitivity. There is a remarkable difference between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy means to show feelings and emotions to the person who is suffering from the misfortune, and empathy means not only to show emotion and feelings to the insured or a person who is suffering from misfortune, but also to stand along with him or her and to provide support and guidance. So, it is the duty and responsibility of the insurance companies to provide empathy and sensitivity in correspondence. Say for an example, a father who lost his sons in a worst tragic accident car accident, and the person generally informs or intimates the insurance company about the same. In a reply, insurance insurance companies should use such words which can relieve to the sufferings of the person to some extent. Therefore, insurance professionals need to demonstrate empathy and sensitivity in their communication, especially when dealing with the customers who are going through difficult situations. Use a compassionate tone. Start correspondence with genuine sympathy for the customer situation. Let the clients know that we understand how difficult it must be for them. So the company or companies should try their level best to use compassionate tone. They understand their difficult situation. They stand along with them throughout the process. Offer support and assistance. Let the customer know we support them throughout the process. Provide clear instruction on what they need to do next and offer to answer any questions customers may have. So, insurance companies or agents should ensure that they are 24/7 available for the clients, and they will provide support and assistance on each and every single step of the entire process. Progress they have done. Regarding collecting the documents, regarding certain steps which should be followed by the clients. Say for an example, for the reimbursement, certain documents are needed to be submitted to the insurance companies. So how much documents collected up to now, and how they are doing, and is there any problem with the document collection? They should get update. The company should get update or updates from the clients who is or who are suffering from the worst situation. Then personalization. What is personalization? Personalization means, as we know it very well, in 21st century modern age, each and every insurance company tries the level base to focus on each and every customer, and each and every correspondence is done specifically keeping in mind the customer's needs, preferences and interest. So personalization means the correspondence is done only to benefit the customers or clients. The company should avoid personal pronouns such as I, my, we, our. Instead, you and your should be used in order to bring personalization in insurance correspondence. Americans call it you attitude. You attitude means the letter is written from the point of view of the client, and the letter is always to benefit customers. Now, important parts of insurance letter writing. Insurance correspondence may include the following regular parts of the letter depending on the context and purpose of communication. However, parts of the letter may vary and can be modified depending on the subject matter and the type of letter. So, the parts of the letter are modified keeping in mind the subject matter and the type of letter, context and purpose of communication. Now we are going to switch over to the important parts of insurance correspondence. The first one is header. Header, it is also known as head address or heading. It is written on the top and middle part of the letter. It includes the name of the company or firm with a complete corresponding address, name of the city with the PIN code. Nowadays, in 21st century modern age, head address or heading also contains fax number, telephone number, email ID and website of the particular company. Then date. Date is always written below header or head address on the right side. Date generally help us to identify on which day the letter was written. So in order to get specific information, date is always helpful for insurance correspondence. Then reference number. Reference number is always written on the opposite side of date on the left side. Reference number is also called a unique number allotted to a specific correspondence. Reference number helps insurance companies to track past correspondence and for the future use. Then inside address. Inside address is always written below the date and reference number. Inside address involves the name of the person with a complete detail corresponding address such as home number or plot number, name of the society or apartment, landscape, specific landscape, the name of the city or village with the PIN code as well as name of the state. So inside address is the same address which is written on the top of the envelope. Salutation is always written below inside address. Formal salutation is always used. It is a kind of greeting done by the writer to the reader. In insurance correspondence, dear sir, oblique, madam is the most frequent form of salutation visible in insurance correspondence. Sometimes dear customer or sometimes personal pronoun after dear is utilized for salutation. Say for an example, Dhaval Parmar or Saurav Vaishnav. Dear Saurav Vaishnav, dear Dhaval Parmar, such kind of salutations are used in insurance correspondence. Salutation generally depends on the relationship between the parties involved. Now, body of the letter. Body of the letter is divided into three categories: introductory paragraph, main communication, and concluding paragraph. Introductory paragraph is also known as the opening paragraph of the letter. It generally clarifies in which context the letter is written. It provides background information of the insurer and the insured. Then main communication. Main communication is the vital part of body of the letter. It is the part in which the objective relating to the letter writing is almost cleared. Why the letter is written, which is the specific purpose behind letter writing, it is cleared in this part. Main communication may contain or may involve relevant information such as policy documents, due date, due amount, deadlines, certain instruction, and relevant documents to be submitted by the insured to the insurance policies and more. So, main communication plays a vital role in order to bring about or in order to achieve certain goal or purpose behind letter writing. Then concluding paragraph. Concluding paragraph is also known as closing paragraph. Generally, in this part, the writer is looking forward for the positivity and cooperation from the part of reader. Concluding paragraph may involve certain steps and instructions to be followed by policy holders. Then complementary clause. Complementary clause is a polite way to end the letter. Yours sincerely, yours faithfully are used in complementary clause. Complementary clause may involve signature and name of the person, or sometimes signature, name of the person, as well as designation of the person. But nowadays, in 21st century modern age, complementary clause is done with the name of the company or firm and corresponding address as well as contact details. Now enclosures. Enclosures, we know it very well that enclosures is used to attach relevant documents. Say for an example, the company asks for the relevant documents from the insured, then generally we need to use enclosures. Enclosures are used by the insured in order to attach relevant documents such as Aadhaar card, PAN card, or cancelled check. Enclosure is not a regular part of insurance correspondence but an irregular part. Sometimes it is used, sometimes it is neglected depending on the type of letter. Some relevant documents are to be attached, then the enclosure or enclosures is used. Then CC, carbon copy. What is the meaning of carbon copy? Carbon copy means to copy and paste the entire letter and to be sent by the insurance company to more than one individual or departments. Say for an example, insurance company is sending the letter to the insured, then the same carbon copy of the letter being sent by the insurance company to the agents of the client. All over, insurance correspondence should be clear, concise, and professional. It should provide all necessary information to the recipient to understand. So, in short, we may say that insurance correspondence should be formal, professional, and accurate in order to bring relevant information to the insured. Now, to conclude, we may say that with the efficient, effective, and faster insurance correspondence, the companies can create a positive, long-lasting, and trustful atmosphere between the insurer and the insured. We already have seen that how insurance industry was limited to some particular products only, and the insurance correspondence was done in the form of letters only. Only a single communication channel was available in ancient times. But nowadays, in 21st century modern age, digitalized platforms and electronic communication have replaced with the traditional form of letter writing, and in the 21st century, insurance sector and correspondence has reached its peak with the use of technological advancements and growth. नमस्कार, जय हिंद, जय भारत, अस्तु।
स्वाध्यायः परः